Do you look at your old dog and wonder if it's time to let them go? When is it the right time to say goodbye to your furry friend? While it's a deeply morbid and very difficult decision, it's crucial to recognize when to let your dog go and understand what to expect during one of the hardest times for you and your pet. If you are prone to crying and would rather avoid it, you might refrain from watching this video, as I shed tears multiple times while writing this script. There is a glimmer of hope at the end though, where we discuss beautiful ways to memorialize your dog. We all hope our dogs can pass away peacefully in their sleep, but that isn't always the case. Sometimes, you have to make the tough choice for them, no matter how painful it is for you. The first mistake many dog owners make with their dying dog is holding on to them for too long. Because of the love we feel towards our amazing companions, it can be very difficult to let them go. But by holding on too long, we are actually causing more harm to the dog. It is more humane to end the suffering than it is to prolong the life of a pet for your emotional benefit. The first thing to consider when you think it might be time for your dog to go is their quality of life. First, rule out that whatever the issue is not treatable and can't be easily fixed. Certain conditions like arthritis can be relieved and managed for many years with treatment. In this case, we are discussing a scenario where this is no longer possible. Now that we have ruled that out, consider the quality of life your dog has. Consider the physical condition first. Does your dog show signs of pain? Do they vomit continuously? Are they rapidly breathing for no reason? Are they shaking? Do they have a rigid stomach? Is your dog unable to perform normal tasks? Are they able to eat or drink? Are they soiling themselves? Can they stand on their own? Can they breathe? Do they have chronic painful issues that cannot be controlled with medicine? Next, consider their behavior. Do they withdraw from you? Are they restless? Do they avoid physical contact? Are they disoriented and have lost interest in all activities that used to bring them joy? Do they have more bad days than good days? If you answered yes to most of the above questions, it might be time to put your dog down. Consult with a professional if you feel lost when making this decision. If you like a more mathematical take on all the above questions, Dr. Alice Villalobos created a quality of life scale. Her scale is called the HHHHHMM or H5M2 scale. The letters stand for categories that you can use to assess your pet's quality of life. Each section is to be given points on a 0 to 10 scale, with 10 being ideal. If the total is less than 35, it may mean that your dog's quality of life is suffering. The first stage is hurt. This relates to a pet's ability to breathe easily without distress and assess whether their overall pain is well controlled. The second H is hunger. Is your pet able to safely and comfortably take in adequate nutrition to maintain their body condition? The third H is hydration. Can your dog take in enough water on their own or with help from subcutaneous fluids to maintain their hydration? The fourth H is hygiene. Can your dog be kept clean without getting sores from lying in one place too long? The fifth H is happiness. This is more than just guessing whether your dog seems happy. Are they engaging with people and toys that they enjoyed in the past? Or do they seem withdrawn, sad, less social, and depressed? The first M is mobility. Is your dog able to get up and move about freely on their own? Or are they at risk of stumbling or harming themselves when walking? The second M is more good days than bad. Does your dog have more overall good days than bad days? Keeping a diary can help answer this question. Although still subjective, this quality of life scale can help you make your decision. Goodbyes are hard, but think of them as the kindest thing you can do for your suffering pet. Remember that in this case, you are lucky enough to spend the last moments with your pet, and you can give them an amazing day to remember as they prepare to go to doggy heaven. Once you have made your decision, find a place that provides euthanasia services. Many vets do provide them, and since they are familiar with your pet and their conditions, they might be the best advisor in the situation. If you don't want to bring your dog to the vet, there are in-home pet euthanasia services that can make this happen in your house. Your local ASPCA or Humane Society may also offer low-cost euthanasia options. Another mistake that dog owners make during this difficult time is not to be present for the final goodbye. While it might hurt you to be in the same room as your dog when they get euthanized, you should be there for your pet's comfort. I'm crying as I write this, but this is very important. Your pet will look for you with their loving eyes as they trust you. You need to be there to comfort them. However, if you're going to panic and not be able to control your feelings for your dog's benefit, don't don't be there for them during this time. While it's a personal choice, it's important that you try to compose yourself for your dog during this difficult time. Vets say it's heartbreaking to euthanize the pet without the presence of the owner, as the pet will be looking for their owner for comfort. As for the actual procedure of euthanasia, please be comforted by the fact that your dog loses consciousness and cannot feel pain during this process. Euthanasia is usually carried out by injecting a small anesthetic into the vein of a dog. Although a dog will feel the prick of a needle, the injection itself is painless. Some dogs might even give a small cry as the injection is given, as the brief feeling of dizziness of the drug takes effect. Unconsciousness follows within seconds, often before the injection is finished. Remember that your dog might twitch or you might hear gasps of air. That does not mean that the dog is alive. These are natural body reflexes. After the euthanasia, your dog can either be cremated or buried. For cremation, some places do a communal cremation with other dogs, so keep in mind that you might have to arrange for individual ashes of your dog to be returned if you choose to do so. For burial, make sure you know where to bury your dog legally. Typically, cremation is more expensive. We know your heart will always remember your dog, but if you want special ways to remember your dog, you can consider any of the options here. You can ask the vet to cut off a lock of your dog's hair. You can ask for a paw print. You can have a funeral or memorial service with all those who loved your dog. It's been shown to be beneficial to share stories of your dog and mourn the loss together, remembering that you are not alone. It's also perfectly fine to choose to stay alone at your house and have a private mourning session. You can get a scrapbook of photos with memories of your dog. You can get a more technologically advanced photo frame that rotates through pictures of your dog. If you prefer art, you can commission an artist to make a custom work of art that celebrates your pet. If you want to be the artist but need a little help, you can use your dog's pictures to get a paint-by-number painting you can do yourself. You can set up a pet memorial site with a marker. You can plant a tree or have a grave marker of your choosing. You can spread their ashes at a place that is significant to you and your pet. You can incorporate the ashes into many things. For example, you can add them to concrete that will be at your house as a memory that your dog will be with you forever. You can also scatter the ashes in the ocean, and your dog can become a part of a living reef. You can create jewelry with your pet's ashes. You can write a goodbye letter to them. You can also create a pet memorial fund. Some dog parents choose to remember their pet through a fund. For example, my town has dog waste stations that you can fund and have the pet's name and picture on top of the station. You can also choose to sponsor vet students who can then use their skills to provide help to pet parents who do not have enough money for pet care. Many vets also do angel funds where you can donate to honor the loss of your pet. You can also always make a donation in your pet's name to a shelter. If you don't plan on getting another dog, you can also donate the items your dog used to a shelter and help other pets. When you are ready, which is a very personal time, you can adopt another dog in memory of your last one and give another dog a wonderful life. What tips do you have when dealing with the loss of your beloved dog?